Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Seattle Storm going up against the Indiana Fever. This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. And coming down the stretch, we're really seeing the better teams pick it up here.
Battling for playoff seedings. This is an exciting time.
Yeah, and the not-so-good teams desperate just to have a chance to make the playoffs.
Now here's Whitcomb. Pass to Mengiadu. Now here is Lloyd. Breezy covering. Outside Lloyd. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. And they turn it over. 24-second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation. And it's the Fever ball. It's a three-point game. Pass to Wheeler. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Smith, she gets it in there.
This speaks to how assertive Smith is. Outstanding job scoring on the defense.
Now here is Lloyd. And here's Mengiadu. Williams. Out to Lloyd. From the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And I just don't really know what you do defensively with Lloyd, because she can score from just about anywhere on the floor.
Outside Wheeler. Pass to Smith. Back to Wheeler. Smith. And here's Cole. Here's Wheeler. No good on the triple. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Collier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jewel Lloyd.
It's going to take more than that to throw Collier off. That's a strong presence from Charlie down low.
And it's the Fever ball. And during the 2020 Wubble playoffs, Jewel Lloyd was unreal for the Storm.
A huge reason Seattle won that title. Lloyd was basically 50-40-90. He had 28 points in game 1 of the finals, picking up her second ring. The moment Melissa Smith gets that ball inside, good night. I mean, Melissa is so hard to stop.
Pass to Mengiadu. Now Lloyd. Breezy covering. The three is up. And it's Lloyd missing. The Fever leading. Here's Breezy. Good on the three-point shot.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Mengiadu. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. The tray sinks the three-pointer.
3 of 4 from the floor to start, and that's a good sign.
Here's Breezy. And here is Wheeler. Whitcomb defending. Left side, Wheeler. Here's Breezy. And another three for Indiana.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Whitcomb. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's Lloyd missing.
As far as, a jumper will go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
Seriously, I don't know how that one didn't fall.
Cole with the ball. She's guarded by Williams. And here's Cole. Here's Wheeler. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Boston. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw. Born on the U.S. Virgin Islands, Aaliyah Boston moved to the U.S. at 12 to pursue basketball. Man, that was a good decision.
Yeah, that was a very good decision. I mean, Aaliyah had to go from the warm Virgin Islands to cold New England, but she thrived in the States. In college, multiple National Player of the Year awards, and of course, Aaliyah Boston, the top pick of the 2023 draft.
What's up?
Seattle trailing here. Outside Lloyd. Whitcomb sets a screen. Takes the three. Again, Jewel Lloyd missing.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Wheeler. Pass to Breezy. Boston. Clock at 6. Breezy, covered by Lloyd, kept alive. Boston inside. Collier's there. Out to the left wing. Now here's Wheeler. Whitcomb defending.
Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she was going up to the rim.
Outside Lloyd. Williams, Cole defending. And stolen by Smith. Outside Wheeler. Pass to Breezy. For 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Erica Wheeler.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Now here's Williams. Looking for her first basket still in this one. To the paint. Here's Mengiadu. The kick out to Williams. Here's Mengiadu. Covered by Smith. They need this. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Screen by Smith. Wheeler with it. And Williams picks her up defensively. Pass to Breezy. Storm with the rebound.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
Lloyd, no good.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Indiana with the ball. They've got a 9-point lead. Boston with it. Collier's there. Outside Wheeler. Launches it. They get it back. To the inside. Pass to Hole. Now here's Wheeler. Fires the 3. Whitcomb grabs the miss.
Wow, this quarter has been ugly for her.
And it's not showing signs of turning around anytime soon. Her touch is all but gone. And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Whitcomb with the steal. Pass to Lloyd. And she drops in the layup off glass.
And you just see the level of concentration from Lloyd there. Even under duress, she's able to maintain focus around the rim.
Timeout called the Fever. Mitchell, defended by Nurse. Puts one up from 19. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
And, you know, sometimes it just comes down to feel. Mitchell has a sense for the game that others don't.
And Giadu. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kia Nurse.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Now here's Berger. Pass to Boston. Here's Berger. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Connects from three-point range.
This defense looking soft early on. They've got to summon a little more energy and urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their rhythm offensively.
There's the triple. Whitcomb misses.
Rebounding is going to be a focal point for them in this one, fellas.
Yeah, Brian, it has been so far. They've already got a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Cannon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Over to the wing. Zowie B a screen. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Well, they couldn't have dreamed of a much better start they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Out to Nurse. Pass to Holmes. Lets the three fly. And Berger pulls it down.
You know, she shouldn't miss those, but, you know, it happens to the best of them.
Zowie B. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening frame.
If they match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Nurse outside. Pass to Horston. Looking to end the run. Good work there as it goes.
Sweet touch from the in-between area. Horston takes what the defense gives.
And after just one quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Fever ahead, up by 12. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And guys, Fever pretty much in control here.
Quite simply, a great display of team basketball, Brian.
This is 5 players working as a unit. Just beautiful team basketball on display.
Lloyd with it. Pass to Russell. And here's Horston. Russell. Outside Lloyd. From downtown. Good. Score the basket. Marker 4 for 8 shooting. 50% so far. The Fever with the lead. Here's Breezy. Horston defending. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Zowie B. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Well, Kelsey Mitchell sometimes has that shoot-first mindset, but she's also always willing to make the next pass.
Now Lloyd. Nurse outside. Now Horston. To the middle. And the basket by Holmes.
Really nice pass from Horston, showing some playmaking.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Breezy. Three-pointer. And another three for Indiana.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here is Lloyd. He's got 11. Drills it from outside.
Doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them clip away at that lead.
Pass to Breezy. And another three for Indiana.
Well, you got to like her shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
First outside. 2 minutes now played in this second quarter. Again, Seattle.
The take from Nurse, a bigger guard of that size, helps her shield off defenders.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Breezy. Lets it go from deep. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Zowie B a screen. Over Nurse. And stolen by Horston. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Inside. Here's Russell. The rebound by Zowie B.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, their effort on the glass, it has given them the advantage. It's made a difference without question.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Breezy gets the bucket.
Great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They're now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
First outside. Pass to Horston. Lloyd with it. Russell. First outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Horston. And that comes off the assist by Kia Nurse.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. Here's Cannon. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 4 on the clock. Breezy can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems. Today, we're seeing what Lloyd can do. Put the ball in the bucket over and over. Her diverse skill set, it allows her to rack up some points.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Berger. Now Breezy. Jacks up a three. Russell pulls it in. Here's Horston. No good from outside. So it's Indiana now. They've led by as many as 14 points. I love Jordan Horston's game. Really an old school style wing.
Tremendous defender. Horston doesn't take a lot of threes, prefers to work inside, does work on the boards as well, willing to do anything to win a game.
Breezy. She's guarded by Williams. Pass to Breezy for three. Add another field goal to her total. Makes it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Yeah, good luck. If you're the player who has to guard her, it is never going to be an easy night.
Now a timeout called by Seattle. Fever on D. A 12-point game. Pass to Nurse. Outside Williams. Lloyd with it. 4 on the shot clock. The screen by Collier. And the Storm miss again. Now here's Breezy. Defended by Nurse. Left side Wheeler. Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
There aren't too many, if any, players who pass it better than Erica Wheeler. An artist with the rock.
Now here's Nurse. She's got 5. Nurse with the screen. Williams inside. Cole defending. Here's Mengiadu. Great D that time from Melissa Smith.
Bodied her up and made her alter the trajectory of the shot that time.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip down.
Now here's Wheeler. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Pass to Breezy. And it's Seattle with the rebound. And here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Here's Lloyd. Back to Nurse. The screen by Collier. And Kia Nurse, good for 3.
After going scoreless in the first, she's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Boston outside. Down low. Poked loose. Nurse outside. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Great quarter for her at the offensive end, trying to will them back.
Pass to Boston. To the middle. Shot's good by Smith.
I like when Boston is selfless like this. So good at connecting with open teammates.
Lloyd with it. 13 points in this game. Now a timeout called by Seattle. And when you watch Aaliyah Boston, you know she's going to bring strength. Man, she is a physical player.
Yeah, in season 1 of the WNBA, she has done a fantastic job. So much success throughout her college years, and I think we all knew that play was going to carry over into her professional career.
The Storm making a switch here. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. She's covered by Mitchell. Pass to Williams. Now Whitcomb. Pulls up on the wing, and she knocks down the jumper. The Fever leading. Outside Wheeler. Now Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Wheeler. Here's the 3. And the fever hit again from deep.
From way back there. Clear message from Erica Wheeler. Come get me once I cross half court.
It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Pass to Mengiadu. Now Collier. Nurse outside. Over Mitchell. And a shot by Nurse. No good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 5. Back to Wheeler. Shot from the wing. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Well, certainly doesn't mind the mid-range. Wheeler plays within herself and takes what the defense gives her.
Outside Williams. Back to Whitcomb. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. And the Storm making a change here.
Number 24, Jewel Lloyd.
Indiana with the ball. Boston outside. Out to the wing. Right side, Wheeler. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. And the Fever hit again from deep.
This is the pure shooting ability of Mitchell at work. Allows her to score right off the pass.
And if they're going to make a run, there's no time like the present.
Well, we certainly expected a better game than this. It really has not been a pretty picture.
Now here's Williams. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now Mitchell. 8 points for her. Shot clock at 6. Misses, and she would like to have that one back. And so that's the end of the first half. Fever ahead, up by 15. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
Getting back to the action now, it's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. Collier outside. Pass to Lloyd. Williams puts up the 3. It's hauled in by Nalissa Smith.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Now here's Breezy. Wheeler. The offensive rebound. Pass to Hull. And here's Wheeler. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Three-pointers are killing them, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
Now here's Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Back to Whitcomb. Pass to Williams. Over Hole. Here's Mengiadu. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time, and offensive glass getting it done.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
Pass to Whitcomb. Williams. Back to Whitcomb. Outside Williams. Now Lloyd. Shoots the three. Jewel Lloyd, and that's good.
As a defense, you can't let that happen. Let Lloyd step into a jumper. Too deadly to allow the catch and shoot.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Chalk up two right there.
Well, if you're lucky enough to play with Erica Wheeler, get open. She'll find you.
Seattle with the ball. Down by 15. Collier outside. Pass to Whitcomb. Here's Lloyd. From about 19 feet. She can't get that one to fall.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
And what you like about Jewel Lloyd, she's very unselfish, but can also take over with her scoring.
She really understands what the team needs from her, and that can change night to night or even moment to moment. But no matter what happens, she's able to feel out the situation and deliver.
Way to go after it. Pursue that pumpkin. She didn't give up until she knocked it down.
Outside Williams. Whitcomb. Off target with the three. Here's Wheeler. He's got 11. Pass to Boston. Here's Breezy. Hits it from three-point range.
Another three. And the D hoping they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half.
And here's Mengiadu. Collier outside. Whitcomb, guarded by Wheeler. Pass to Lloyd. They need this. And again, it's the Storm missing. Now Wheeler. Boston. To the inside. Smith. Good. And it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Now here's Whitcomb. Pass to Collier. To the paint. Lloyd. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
Quite the bucket. Lloyd has fantastic strength that allows her to absorb bumps and still finish.
First trip to the free throw line for her tonight. And the Fever making a change here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Mitchell outside, puts up a three, and the Fever hit again from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Now a timeout called by Seattle. And it's the Storm with the ball. Collier outside. Pass to Lloyd. Fires for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Collier.
She's on her way to putting up a big three-point total.
Outside Wheeler. Mitchell outside. The three ball. And another three for Indiana.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Here's Mengiadu. She's got 8. Up top, Whitcomb. Collier, covered by Smith. 6 to shoot. And it's Wheeler with the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
And these calls, they can be some of the toughest calls for officials to make.
But in this case, I think she got it right. The defender's still moving there and never really got set.
Pass to Mengiadu. The screen by Collier. 6 on the shot clock. Nurse with the bucket.
A very nice rhythm to her shot. Nurse is not someone you want to start hitting threes. They can come in bunches when she gets going.
And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Wheeler with it. Whitcomb covering. Williams with the double team. Now here's Breezy. Tight defense on her. Boston. Smith. 6 for 6. She's yet to miss from the field.
This is quite a performance we're seeing from her today. Not one miss on the day, which means that's right. She's a perfect 100% from the field.
Now here's Whitcomb. Mengiadu. Back to Whitcomb. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Collier. Outside Whitcomb. That's good, and it's Charlie Collier with the assist.
That's a great outcome for this offense. Getting Whitcomb something in rhythm.
Smith outside. Back to Wheeler. Mitchell takes the three, hits the three-point bomb.
I love it. Keep shooting. As the threes keep dropping for her, she'll keep shooting,
As she should. Look, when you're having the kind of day she's having from long range, why not just keep firing them?
Now here's Williams. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Back to Whitcomb. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Nalissa Smith.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. And you watch Nalissa Smith. She is explosive and she is versatile.
Right. I mean, you see her athleticism at the rim and in transition, but she's also highly skilled. She can hit the three, post you up, beat you off the bounce. I mean, she's just a tough cover.
And she makes the first.
Now you talk about Aaliyah Boston. She gives you everything you want in a big. Outstanding around the hoop, elite defensively. And Boston, she can even hit threes as well to space the floor.
So she picks up just 1 from the line that time. And the Storm with possession. Pass to Whitcomb. Williams. Collier outside. Oh, the stupendous finish in traffic.
Well, that's a case of Collier just wanting it more, not allowing the contact to throw her off.
Indiana with the ball. Mitchell outside. Wheeler. Back to Mitchell. The three. Count that one as her 7th make in 8 attempts. That's a scorching 86%.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
Now here's Whitcomb. 5 points in the game. Pass to Horston. Williams. Now here's Horston. Just 5 to shoot. Whitcomb sets a screen. Shoots from the high post. Horston, no good. And here's Cannon. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Wheeler. This one for 3. They get the rebound. Tries again. Count it.
One of the stories when you look at the book of this game is the second chance points. Great job here in the second half, don't you think?
Whitcomb with it. Collier outside. Horston. The screen by Collier. From 11 feet away. And that one's good. Horston.
An inside first player. Jordan Horston has a little throwback in her game.
Mitchell a screen. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Storm with the rebound.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Whitcomb. 5 points in the game. Williams inside. Back to Collier. The rebound by Zawi B. Now Mitchell. Oh, no good trying to beat the buzzer. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Beaver ahead, running away with this one. And we'll return shortly. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Berger. Pass to Breezy. Now here's Mitchell. Brings it from beyond the arc.
They've gotten a lot of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Defensively, they have to get out there. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, they just can't keep giving up these open looks.
Now here's Nurse. Here's Russell. No good with the layup.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Pass to Cannon. Breezy. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Boy, Ryan, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Let's go with a 3. That one doesn't drop. Here's Seattle. Pass to Nurse. Well, we're all so happy to have Brittany Griner safely back home. And it's a bonus that she's able to play in games and at a high level at that.
Well, let's give it up to the league. I mean, they had a huge part in getting Brittany back from Russia. All of the advocacy, celebrating her, just keeping her in the minds of sports fans.
Well said. We should also give props to the players. Many went above and beyond in their support for Brittany.
Now here's Horston. Russell with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lloyd. Will it go? Drops in the tray.
Wow, what a great performance from her. She's hit 3 3-pointers in each half.
Mitchell outside. That would be a screen. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
First team foul.
Certain players look for contact. Mitchell is one. Gets the line a lot and is an 80+% shooter there.
And a great honor for Kelsey Mitchell, winning the Community Leadership Award in 2023.
Yeah, I mean, amazing. Kelsey has done incredible work in her hometown of Cincinnati. Mitchell helping young student athletes pursue their dreams, providing sports equipment and support.
She's off on the first.
And Mitchell understands her role on this team. She's out there to score as often as she can.
And the Storm making a change here. Good on the second free throw. The playoff format. Top 8 teams, regardless of conference, make it. 3-game first rounds, 5-game semis, and finals. How do you guys like that?
So I love it. I love the playoff format. My favorite part is just one 8-team bracket. Get the best squads in there.
And that first round is great. The first 2 games have the better seeded team. So if you're the higher seed, you really want to sweep and avoid that winner-take-all game 3 on the road.
And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
And here's Caldwell. Fires from deep. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Now here is Lloyd. She's covered by Mitchell. Here's Horston. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
Personal foul. Teams
It goes on Christy Wallace.
Team foul.
What you appreciate about Horston is she does not fear anything. Challenges defenders and gets calls.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
The definition of a plug-and-play teammate. Horston can go in, guard nearly the whole lineup, and make a huge difference.
And she makes both free throws. And you look at the ratings for the WNBA, guys, they are skyrocketing every single year.
Well, it's through major increases during the 2022 season, and you just look at the 2023 draft, it was the most watched in almost 20 years. I love seeing how much the league continues to grow.
And you use the right word, grow. It happens with viewership, getting more eyeballs on this incredible league. While other sports leagues have seen kind of declines in their ratings, the WNBA continues to take steps forward.
Outside Lloyd. And the Storm miss again.
Well, sometimes you're going to miss even the easiest of chances.
And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Caldwell bangs home the trifecta.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
Here's Lloyd. Sinks that one from the post.
Whoa, watch out. Jewel Lloyd taking ankles.
Indiana with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Now here's Berger. Covered by Lloyd. Cannon, no good. Now here's Horston. And as the league continues to grow, we're seeing upgrades in the TV and streaming deals.
Just so many options. Broadcast TV gets a few games. Then you got cable, streaming. Name a way to watch a game, and the WNBA has you covered.
And that diversity of how you show a game, it brings in different audiences, makes things more accessible to a larger group of people.
Here's Caldwell. The three-pointer, no good. Lloyd with it. Pass to Mengiadu. Nurse. 5 to shoot. Here's Mengiadu. Covered by Zowie B. Mengiadu, no good. Now Berger. And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Zowie B. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Holmes. Back to Lloyd. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, she certainly is not the one to blame for them being in the hole today. She's been right on the money.
Now Zowie B. Berger. Here's Mitchell from deep. And another three for Indiana.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Working over this defense. Lloyd can beat you from all 3 levels.
Pass to Caldwell. And here's Berger. Lots of talk about expansion in the WNBA. Could we see a team in Canada, guys?
I hope so, and I think Toronto is the place to go. They love hoops out there, and the Raptors already have a great fan base you can tap into.
Well, during the 2023 preseason, the WNBA held a game in Toronto that was sold out. Now, with the amount of Canadian players we're seeing in this league, I think it'd be a great move.
Now here is Lloyd. From past the arc. The rebound by Zowie B. Here's Berger. Mitchell outside. Pass to Berger. Here's Cannon. And here's Caldwell. Now here's Mitchell. Berger. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Holmes. Nurse. Over Mitchell. And the Storm tack on 2 more.
You don't see a ton of shots from this area anymore. However, Nurse does work on her mid-range game.
2 minutes.
Mitchell outside. And here's Berger. Now Caldwell. Horston defending. Pass to Berger. Here's Mitchell. And there's the foul. It'll be on Kia Nurse. That's her 3rd foul of the game.
And I like the call. I thought the D was still moving.
Yeah, it looked like it, and she kind of slid underneath as she got to the spot, too.
Mitchell outside. Vivians. Clock at 6. The 3. That shot off the mark. Here's Seattle. Left side, Williams. Pass to Whitcomb. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
deadly from that corner. Sammy Whitcomb, fantastic from deep.
And here's Caldwell. Now Vivians. And here's Cannon. Covered by Collier. And it's the Storm on the break. Got it. Good job in the low post.
A rim runner. Collier motoring down the floor, finishing the break.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Now here's Mitchell. Back to Vivians. Out to the wing. There's the three. Cans it from downtown.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Here's Mengiadu. Outside Williams. Lloyd. Back to Williams. From beyond the arc. The shot off that time. Indiana with the ball. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Caldwell. Now here's Vivians. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. The outcome of this one was never in doubt.
They were really putting out a supreme effort, and it felt like once they had the significant lead, they were not going to let it go.
And that'll wrap it up.